Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I wanted to make this YouTube video and hopefully it answers a lot of your questions. I'm gonna read off my phone as to what article I read today about about President Joe Biden and President Donald Trump. So it ties into what's going to happen this year as far as the election is concerned, and I think it's really important that we address these issues because, of course, inflation, as high as it is, I hope that it and pray it gets better for the American people because from what Donald Trump is, he is going to make the wealthier become wealthier. And so this really ties into a lot of what's going to happen in this following up year election. I just when I saw this, I was just I was kind of like mortified to seeing like what President Donald Trump is going to do and how it really is going to affect what's going to happen with this year's election. So basically, the battle between the two, as old as they are, don't there are certain policies that Donald Trump has enabled for the administration, and it's just we're coming across a lot of different issues as far as to inflation and as far as to the different policies that they have enact with healthcare being on the rise. It's just crazy. Okay, so I want to read you guys a little bit of an article, and it's saying the Republican primary race is not officially over because we're halfway to victory for Kennedy Haley, a general election showdown between the two people in question. So we are months away from the Democratic and Republican conventions, the moment when each party officially unveils its presidential nominee. Okay, so this article is written by Anthony. I'm going to spell his last name because I'm not sure how to say it. As Zurcheer. Okay, so anyways, it is saying having two presidents running changes the nature of the race. So basically, this there's a comparison between the two, and we all know that. I mean, I've seen it online. I've seen it on YouTube. I had saw Republican Party, Democratic Party. There are two different parties, and we have a lot of people who have basically said that they're not going to put Joe Biden in the race anymore. And well, let me say it again. They don't want President Joe Biden in office anymore, and they want President Donald Trump in office. And the reason why that is because I've noticed that there are several different events that have happened this past year. We've had immigration problems. That's the first thing. The Mexican border that was supposedly supposed to help the people from Mexican people to escaping and illegal immigration. So that was one big problem that we had. We have a lot of problems with Medicare policies that took away Social Security and disability. So those were a few other things that a lot of people were questioning about, and that a lot of people were just quite upset about. So, I mean, when you have several people in office in Congress, and they're telling you that, hey, we want these, we have Congress lawmakers always making the decisions for us. And then we have people like, Joe Biden, who's in office, who really, they talked about how he should retire and things like that. And then we have former President Donald Trump running office, and he's getting indictments. So the question is, we have so many people in office who really have not really done the job as well. And with taxes, a lot of time with taxes nowadays, especially because we have the child tax credit and we have people who are just trying to make ends meet because inflation, prices going up. People are upset because prices have gone up and inflation is at its highest peak right now. And so when people, I mean, because like I go grocery shopping and I noticed that prices have gone up. And that means like Walmart, if Walmart price is going up, hell, everything's going up. Okay. So, and then they talked a lot about rent. I saw this on YouTube and I was thinking in my head, like, really now we can't, if food is going up and people can't afford to buy food, what makes you think the people are going to afford it for rent? Like literally. And then we have landlords that, honestly do a really shitty job. I'm not saying all of them, but majority of people who come in and we talk to and we deal with, we don't need more toxic people in the world. And then we have some people talking about they don't want to work anymore because they're tired of working because they're putting so much money into other things, into other, like I said, into other things. And then taxes and all that. So the biggest thing that I want you guys to take away from this is that inflation is at its highest peak. And the question that arises in a lot of people's minds is inflation going to get any better? That's the real question. That's the really $1 million question that a lot of people don't, they hate to see in their wallets, that the fact that, hey, we're dealing with a crazy situation right now. And so what do I think that's going to happen November, 4th, coming up next, this coming up election in 2024? I really feel like people are tired. People are weary right now. People are people are looking into their bank accounts and they're thinking this is like, what the hell is going on? Okay. And another thing is that when you really think about the different policies and like the healthcare, the healthcare reformed and with Obamacare and things like that, that was the craziest situation that could ever happen. And I do believe that former President Donald Trump, he's going to get those things sorted out. Do I believe that President Joe Biden is ever going to do anything? Hell no, I don't believe he's going to do anything. Because if he did wanted to do anything, he would have did it years ago. Okay, and we put him in office for how long? And so the matter is this: a lot of people are opening their eyes. That's the biggest thing. A lot of people are opening their eyes to what is going to happen in this, in this, economy. Because the biggest problem that I see with this economy is that there's so many people who are in office. And this is the reason why they had such a big slowdown. Because of the fact that not a lot of people understand what it takes to be in a president. A lot of people be voting for people and have no idea. They don't do anything. They don't research anything. They don't have any idea what's going on in this economy. But yet they sit there and they complain about things that cannot, that could be done, but unfortunately don't get done because we got people in office that have no idea what they're doing. And so when you really think about it, it all adds up together. So for this coming up year, you guys be open and honest about your votes. Go out there and vote and make sure that you do it in a very good manner. And if you don't like the way somebody's treating you, I mean, and trust me when I say I have seen so many different people in my life. And there's some people that I get tired of seeing. And there's certain people that I just, I don't mind seeing them because they have positive energy in my life. There is a difference, okay? So when you see that somebody's not really, helping you, they're not benefiting you, you know what you do? You cut that person out. That's what you do. And then you think smarter. You don't work harder for people who don't really care. They don't really care about your time, your effort, or whatever. This is the same thing with this election. Okay. That's the same situation. I'm giving you an example, but yes, clearly think about it before you end up doubting yourself and putting yourself in a situation where you cannot handle. Okay. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I really, like I said, I'm here to answer anybody's question. If you feel like you really want to talk about things, feel free to message me. Let me know what's going on, and definitely feel free to subscribe to my channel. I enjoy being on here, and I hope that you guys have a great weekend.